guys, let's move on to the next one. Let's say now we have to display this pattern over here, right? The similar pattern which we have seen in the last program, and here it's quite opposite to the previous one. Again, as we have discussed, the logic part is, first of all, we're gonna mark the positions, right? And number of rows and number of columns are going to be denoted by using two for loops, nested for loop over here. And let's say this I is representing this rows and j is representing column values here. Now let's put it in a matrix. You can look at this, you can put it in a matrix. Now these are representing I and these are representing j, and these are the positions of asterisks over here, right? Now let's convert these positions into numbers. Now look at this, what we have done here. Now this is actually the position of j over here is 5, right? So when I equals to 1, this j position value that we have taken is 5. When it is 2, you can see 4 and 5. When I value is 3, it is 3 4 5. When I value is 4, it is 2 3 4 5. When it is 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Now from this we need to generalize it to a condition using a relational operator. Now how can we do this? Now look at this one. If always it's better for you to start off from the middle. Now if you say I equals to 1, I equals to 3 and j equals to greater than or equals to 5, right? You can go with j is greater than or equals to 3, right? If I equals to 4, you can say j is greater than or equals to 2. If I equals to 5, you can say j is greater than or equals to 1. If I equals to 2, you can say j is greater than or equals to 4. So let's write these conditions like this. If it is 1, j is greater than or equals to 5, and if it is 2, greater than or equals to 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. If you get these type of sequence like 5 4 3 2 1, always you can specify it as 6 minus I. Why I'm calling it as 6 minus I? J is greater than or equals to 6 minus I means you can see if here if you apply that condition 6 minus I, you can see what's the I value over here, 1. J is greater than or equals to 6 minus I. 6 minus 1, 5, right? And here 6 minus I. 6 minus I value is 2. J is greater than or equals to 4. Then 6 minus I. 6 minus I value is 3 over here. J is greater than or equals to 3. Then 2 of that 1. So that's how we have to generalize the condition. So j is greater than or equals to 6 minus I will be the condition for this program. Now let's have a look at the program coding part. As you all know that we have taken the first for number of rows, number of columns, and j is greater than or equals to 6 minus I. Then you will be having asterisk, else you can display space over there, right? Then printf \n. After finishing of the second for loop, you can put \n. Just like the previous program, let's take one more variable. Let's call it as r, and let's write scanf %d comma address of r, right? Now we are taking r value from the user, and that value has to be represented over here and inside this condition. First we'll try to figure it out, how does it work. Let's try to compile and run. Sorry for messing this up over here. Let's try to run this. Yeah, see, the exact pattern has been displayed. Now what if the user specified value has to be generated? Now here this can be replaced with r, as well as this can be replaced with r, right? So if user has given the value which represents number of rows and number of columns, that has to be represented inside the conditions. Now you can ask me that how we gonna write 6 minus I. Previously it was 5 and 5, so that's why what we have written 6. So that means it has to be incremented by 1. What we can do here, we can simply put the condition as this r plus 1, you can call it as r plus 1 over here. Now when you put r plus 1, what happens? It's just like 6 minus I. Are you getting it? Right? Depending upon the number of rows and number of columns, that value has to be incremented by 1, then it has to be decremented by I value. Now let's try to run this, and let's give 5 as the value. You can see the exact output which we got by using the user defined value also. Now let's try to run with the different value. You can see 9, the whole pattern of text has been displayed. That's it guys, thank you.